Hello and welcome into this RNN news break right here on Racing News Now. As always, I'm your host Garth Allen. Thank you once again for joining me today. If this is your first time catching a Racing News Now video, consider going down below and hitting that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. On today's RNN news break, you have seen the title, and it is all about Zane Smith today, as he was announced that he will be in that number 9 car for JR Motorsports in the Xfinity Series for 8 races in the 2019 season, starting at the third race of the season, Las Vegas, on March 2nd, with sponsorship from the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. We had a chance to catch up with Zane today and chat with him about this opportunity, so we're going to go to that right now. When we come back, we'll talk more details on this announcement. And we're now joined by Zane Smith, who just announced today he will be driving that 9 car for JR Motorsports in 8 races in 2019. Zane, how are you feeling today?
Good, how about you?
Pretty good. So talk us through your emotions with announcing this here. It's a pretty big deal here. Not only are you going to be driving for what is arguably the strongest team in the Xfinity Series, but you're stepping into the car that won this year's Xfinity Series championship.
Yeah, I'm definitely pumped for it. It's not the same crew chief as the past couple of years, is what we've had, so it's going to be different for me, but I know that JR Motorsports isn't going to hire anyone that's not good, so I'm definitely not worried about that at all. But I'm pumped for it, and I'm just going to go into them and try logging all the laps and learn as much as I can in these 8. Hopefully by the end of the year, add a couple more. So
talk us through, how exactly did this deal come about? This is a pretty big leap for you, going from full-time in ARCA to a partial schedule in Xfinity.
Yeah, so my actual ideal plan was to run with GMS for a full year, and we couldn't come up with all the funding for it throughout all the investors I've had behind me since I've been about 10 years old or so. So we got an offer right away. It's crazy how fast word travels in Mooresville from JR Motorsports, and I had a couple meetings with them, and I actually kind of liked it a little bit more. I mean, we all want to go chase a championship, but the problem with a truck deal is they just don't drive like anything else that you'll get in. So I definitely don't think it's a waste of money, but I feel like you're going to get more bang for your buck in Xfinity.
I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate here. I've already seen some people on social media saying that maybe you're moving up a little too quickly, skipping the trucks here. So what would you say to those people that think you should have gone into trucks this year instead of Xfinity?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely taking a pretty damn big step, but we all want to race on Sunday, right? So my first one is going to be with a lot of the Cup guys and all the best ones. So we'll see where I stack up there, and feed me to the wolves, I guess, because I mean, if I want to get there, I'm going to be after a race against them someday. So might as well see where I stack up and see how much better I can be.
Definitely. All right. Well, Zane, again, congratulations on this announcement. I'm sure there's some big things in store for you here in 2019 with this deal.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
And we want to thank Zane one more time for coming on and chatting with us today about this big announcement for him. As he said, this is a big step for him, but I think it will pan out for him. So some big details coming out with this as well. 19-year-old Zane Smith, of course, will be running, as we said, the 8 races in that 9 car for JR Motorsports. The entire schedule for Zane has been announced. Like he said, possibly looking at adding a couple more dates, but for now, the 8 races that Zane Smith will run in that 9 car include, obviously, his first race will be Vegas on March 2nd, and then Bristol Motor Speedway April 6th, both Richmond races April 12th and September 20th. Dover, both of those races as well, May 4th and October 5th, and both Iowa races, June 16th and July 27th. So those are the 8 races Zane Smith has on his schedule right now with JR Motorsports in the 2019 season. Like he said, looking to possibly add a couple more to that if he can run well enough this season, so we wish him luck on that. The other big news coming out with this is that the 9 car will be full-time in 2019. We hadn't really had any confirmation on that either way up until this point, but it will be full-time with a rotation of drivers. Dale Earnhardt Jr. was quoted in the press release that announced this as saying that the team is going to take on a different feel with a handful of drivers taking turns throughout the year, but the goal remains the same, to help these drivers gain experience and continue to advance their careers. We started the Xfinity program with that mindset, and it's something we're proud to continue. So what it sounds like here is that there will be more up-and-coming drivers like Zane getting in this 9 car. It wouldn't surprise me if this 9 car turns into what the 88 car has been in the past few years, with maybe seeing some Cup drivers in it as well, maybe Junior running a couple of races. Wouldn't surprise me to see that, although from the sounds of things, it doesn't sound like Zane will be the only up-and-coming driver in that ride. We'll have to see, as nothing else has been announced yet. No crew chief has been announced for the ride yet, although you just heard Zane say it will be a different crew chief than Tyler Reddick had this year in that 9 car. And of course, no other sponsors have been announced for that car in any races yet, other than the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas being on Zane's car there at Vegas. But I think that's all we've got today on this RNN News Break. Again, congratulations to Zane Smith on this announcement. If you haven't done it already, go down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. And while you're down there, why don't you hit that big thumbs up button if you like the video. It's much appreciated when you do. So with that, this has been an RNN News Break. I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.